Welcome inside the Provident Credit Union Event Center, where on this Saturday afternoon, the San Jose State Spartans will look to get what could perhaps be the upset of the season as they welcome the Boise State Broncos to San Jose. Hello everybody, Daniel Barrera here with you on the Mountain West Network. And for San Jose State to get that upset, they are going to need to play almost flawless basketball. Boise State comes into this game with a record of 21-6. The Broncos looking for their 22nd win today, and if they get it, it will be the first time Boise State has had 22 wins since the 2019-2020 season. The Spartans trying to prevent that, and one way to do it, they will need their star to play like a star today. Maya Anderson, in her last game out, she was very effective for the Spartans, and they will need her to continue her stellar play, really for the Spartans to have just a puncher's chance in this game. Maya Anderson was very good in her last outing, as we said, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and look at that field goal number, 7 for 13 from the field. She was 2 of 3 from downtown. She did it all, and she will need to do it all and then some today for San Jose State to have a shot at victory. They will also need plenty of help from their supporting cast. The Spartans will be without fellow starter Amira Brown here this afternoon. And for the Boise State Broncos, they counter with multiple players who can hurt you. One of them, Tatum Thompson. Tatum Thompson is the preseason Mountain West Player of the Year, and she has been stellar all season. Over 14 points a game, over 7 rebounds a game, and she leads the Mountain West in field goal percentage, making nearly half of all her shot attempts. Tatum Thompson is an outstanding player, and the Spartans will have to contain her inside if they want any chance at victory. Now, the problem for the Spartans is not just Thompson, as the Broncos can beat you from beyond the arc as well. They have 2 starting guards who both shoot over 40% from beyond the three-point area. One of those, Maya Hansen, the senior from Billings, Montana. Hansen has been very good this season from beyond the arc, over 40% from beyond the arc, and she also averages over 7.5 points per game. So for the Spartans, they will likely not play a zone defense today. It's looking like they'll come out in a man-to-man, and they will have to really stick to their opposition today to try and slow down the Boise State offense. For San Jose State, they will bring out a familiar starting 5, 3 guards and 2 forwards for the Spartans. Katarina Anderson, the walk-on who has played well. She will be joined by Allie Cummins and Stella Skro. Skro gets the start in place of the injured Amira Brown. And the front court for the Spartans will consist of Maya Anderson, who we mentioned in our open, and Kalia Dillard. Dillard had a very good game her last time out, a career high in rebounds for Dillard. She had 11 in the victory against Utah State. The Spartans are coached by Jonas Chatterton in his first season with the Spartans. Boise State, they'll go with 3 guards and 2 forwards. Tatum Thompson will be joined by Danny Bays and Maya Hansen. Libby Hutton and Natalie Pasco are the forwards. As we are underway, San Jose State wins the opening tip. Boise State, they are coached by head coach Gordy Presnell in his 21st season at Boise State. A great coach who has had much success with the Broncos as the Spartans turn it over on their first possession, and right away Tatum Thompson laces home a 3. That's not what you want to see if you're San Jose State. The Spartans will try and answer here. Skro over to Maya Anderson. We said she'd have to have a big game, and she turns the ball over. Traveling in the lane. 3-0, Boise State leads San Jose State early on. It's important for the Spartans to not let this game get away from them early. You want a good start, and perhaps you can get one as there's a foul against Allie Cummins. That's her first. But you figure if you're the Spartans, maybe you can get off to a fast start against a Boise State team that is on the road. It's always tougher to play when you're not sleeping in your own bed. Katarina Anderson with the active hands, bats the ball to the backcourt. Holding is Hutton. She'll shovel it over to Bays. The three on its way, bottom. 6-0. Boise State leads San Jose State, and the Spartans already want to talk it over. So with 8:43 to go in the first, the Broncos are up 6-0. We'll take the break here from San Jose. More coming up next on the Mountain West Network. Back here in San Jose, 6-0. Boise State leads San Jose State, but that hasn't stopped the band from rocking. The Spartans hoping that they can get their offense kick-started. The Broncos, 6 points off of 2 Spartan turnovers, and both of those field goals for the Broncos from downtown. One from Tatum Thompson and one from Danny Bays, and it's 6-0. Boise State in front. So we'll see if the Spartans can have an answer. Jonas Chatterton, the head coach for the Spartans, he took a very early timeout. We're not even 100 seconds into this game. And the Spartans beat the Boise State full court press, and they'll try and set up in the half court. Same 5 out there for the Spartans that started this game. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Maya Anderson. Back to Katarina. She'll drive. Bounce pass inside to Dillard, who is unable to handle the rock. It's out of bounds. The shot clock did go off, and now the officials are discussing. And let's see what the ruling is. I think they say it was off Boise State fingertips, so San Jose State will get the ball with 1 second on the shot clock. It's to Cummins. She will launch, and it hits the backboard, not the rim. It's a violation. So technically it goes down as another turnover for the Spartans. There's a look at the officials for this game. There's Thompson on the left wing. Finds Hutton. Hutton will give it over to Pasco. Back to Thompson. Plenty of space for a three, and she buries it again. That is one player that you cannot give room to shoot. Tatum Thompson, 2 for 2 from downtown, 6 of the 9 Boise State points. San Jose State tries to come back with a jumper. That's off the back iron. Hansen ahead. Here's Thompson again. She'll terminate the dribble at the right mid post. Pasco looking, finds Thompson. She'll launch again. And on the heat check, it's off the back iron. But Boise State gets the rebound. Stella Scrow is shaken up as she goes down. And a 3-ball is good for Boise State again. So Fooster will come in for Scrow, who's shaken up and cannot get to her feet. And remember, Stella Scrow came in for Amira Brown. She got the start in place of Brown, who was injured in the last game. Well, the Spartans with even more injury troubles now early on. Scrow able to get to her feet gingerly. She will walk off the court. Boise State up 12-0 on 4 3-point buckets. And Hansen hit that last triple. And the Spartans searching for any type of answers here. Carla Fooster has come in for Stella Scrow. Now Fooster, during shoot-around today, she was hitting the 3, and she was hitting it from the top of the key. She's got the basketball right now. Shovels it over to Maya Anderson, mid-range, short. The rebound, though, to Dillard. And it's a new 20 for the Spartans. Anderson cuts her way to the hoop, and the ball deflected out of bounds. San Jose State will have 16 seconds on the shot clock, trailing 12-0 with 6:42 to go in the first. Katarina Anderson to trigger it in. Bounce pass to Maya. And Katarina Anderson trapped in the corner. The ball out of bounds. And it's off Boise State. Maya Anderson checks out. Amelie Siderud checks in for Maya Anderson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Siderud. NBA length 3, and it does not get the bounce. The rebound to Bays and Boise State. Hutton. Over to Bays. Right-handed dribble. Kicked out. Thompson, mid-range from the elbow, and she gets the roll. Tatum Thompson with 8 points. Boise State up 14-0. Cummins will launch the 3. She's got the triple. And the Spartans are finally on the board. But right back the other way, an easy bucket for Libby Hutton. And the Broncos answer quickly, 16-3. 5:40 left in the first. Here's Fooster, goes to her left, leaves it for Siderud. She'll launch a 3 and gets the triple. 16-6. Siderud has that NBA length from 3, and she showed it there. Now closes in on Thompson, who's able to get the bucket anyway. 18-6. And Tatum Thompson already with 10 points on 4 of 5 from the field. And there's a 3 put up by Fooster. That's a brick. Dillard, though, on the rebound. The second chance won't go. Katarina Anderson has the ball go out of bounds on her. And it's Boise State basketball. McKenna Simons checks into the game for San Jose State for Allie Cummins. Simons had been inactive the last few games, but activated today with the injury to Brown. There's Bays inside to Hutton. And Dillard able to force the turnover. Kalia Dillard has had some very good sequences defensively the last few games for San Jose State. She has really come into her own as a defensive post presence. Here's Katarina Anderson to her left. The layup, errant. Out of bounds. Off Boise State. San Jose State will throw it in from the back baseline with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. The overhead heave to Siderud. Finds Simons. 7 on the shot clock. Katarina Anderson penetrating. Forces the shot up, but is called for the travel. And for San Jose State, that is their 4th turnover. Thompson to the right side, and Pasco. Backs it up to Hutton. She'll take the free throw line jumper, and that's off the front of the rim. Simons moves it to Fooster in the corner. Simons to her right, and we have an offensive foul called on Kalia Dillard. So another turnover for San Jose State. That's the first on Dillard. 3:44 to go here in the first. Maya Anderson will check back in. Gabriela Pato has also come into the game. Jonas Chatterton trying to shake things up here. Amelie Siderud and Kalia Dillard both sit down. Here's another 3 from Boise State. That's off the mark. Katarina Anderson on the rebound. Takes it all the way near the hoop, then backs it up to Pato. The handoff to Katarina. Fooster will launch a three. And that is off the mark. The rebound back to Boise State. Inside to Thompson. Finds Hutton. And Hutton is blocked by Pato. And then a late foul is called. And the Spartans can't believe it. I think Pato thought she got there clean. Let's see. Well, I think they are going to call that every time. At least from the camera angle, it looked like maybe the elbow of Pato made some contact there. At the line is Hutton, and she buries the first free throw. Libby Hutton from Perth, Australia, shooting 70% from the line. Before that trip, she's 2 for 2 there. And Boise State is up 20-6. And Jonas Chatterton is still letting the officials have it after that foul call. Simons. Bounce pass to Katarina Anderson. Fooster, left side, goes to her right, and drives and gets the bucket, but they call a charge on Fooster. So another offensive foul for San Jose State. Allie Cummins checks in for Katarina Anderson. That is the 6th turnover by San Jose State here in this first quarter. In a quarter that has been one of frustration for the Spartans. Bays, cross-court pass, finds Maldonado. The three, left short, gets her own rebound. And it's a new 20 for the Broncos. Here's Garza on the elbow. Backing down Maya Anderson. Baby hook, left short, Pato secures the board. Cummins surveys. I think she's looking for Pato on the post-up. Instead goes to Maya Anderson. She'll launch the three. And that's a miss again for the Spartans from downtown. San Jose State only 2 of 11 from the field. And another offensive rebound for Boise State. As Tatum Thompson got knocked to the floor. Maya Hansen will check in for Danny Bays. And Hansen will initiate from the baseline. Finds Maldonado in the corner. Pasco looking, spinning, leaves it back for Garza. The three in and out, regurgitated by the rim. And the Spartans will try and run. Maya Anderson thought about the transition three. Instead goes to Fooster. Bounce pass inside to Anderson, who can't handle it. And it's out of bounds. Sitterud will check in. And Pato checks out. Well, the Spartans started this quarter down 14-0. Right now a 20-6 ball game. You figure if you can get this to within 10 and you end the quarter, you have to be happy. Here's Fooster, a deep three, air ball. Out of bounds. Boise State basketball. Boise State, they have not made a shot from the field in over 4 minutes, but they were spotted that 14-0 lead, and never mind, a three from Morgan Maldonado, the freshman. Gets in on the offense. Boise State up 23-6. 40 seconds left in the first. Maya Anderson penetrating. And they call the foul on Garza. Well, Jonas Chatterton unhappy with all the contact, and he was out to nearly mid-court imploring the refs to make a call. And I would imagine he's got to be careful here. We're still in the first quarter, and already showing his displeasure with the officials. There's a three from Simons. That's off the mark. Pasco gets the rebound. Hansen thought about a three. Shot clock's been turned off, so Boise State will set things up for the final shot of the quarter. Hansen, one-on-one with Siderud. Looking for Thompson, finds Thompson, 2 seconds left, one, Thompson, the shot at the buzzer, it's off the heel, and that ends the first quarter. A first quarter that was completely dominated by the Boise State Broncos. There's Jonas Chatterton, he is not happy as we go to the second quarter. 23-6 is our score. Boise State in front of San Jose State. More coming up next on the Mountain West Network after this. The second quarter coming up here from San Jose, 23-6. Boise State leads San Jose State as the fans here looking for something to cheer about. As for Boise State, they've been led by Tatum Thompson, the Mountain West Preseason Player of the Year. Thompson already 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting and 2 rebounds. Tatum Thompson, her career high in points came against San Jose State earlier this season when Boise State defeated the Spartans in Boise 96-62. Thompson had a career high 28 points on January 31st. Right now she already has 10. And the Broncos are handling business right now on the road. The Spartans, they will need some type of spark to come back in this one. Second quarter underway. Madison Borcherding back in the game. And Boise State gets the bucket from her. 25-6 is the score. Now Maya Anderson puts in the shot from about 4 feet. And it's 25-8. So the Spartans able to answer there. They'll need a few stops. There's Pasco. Thompson was open. Makes the extra pass inside to Borcherding, but she's blocked. See if the Spartans can string together a few consecutive buckets. They go inside to Maya Anderson. And Anderson goes to work and draws the foul. It's on Borcherding. That's the first foul on Borcherding. Maya Anderson to the line. Shooting 67% from the free throw line on the season. And the first one tickles the twine. If you're going to get back in this game and you're San Jose State, you have to have both of these. And they get both. 25-10 is the score. Siderud checks out. Dillard in for her. Here's Bays. Penetrates and called for the travel. So the Spartans all of a sudden can string together 3 consecutive buckets if they can get a field goal on this trip. Maya Anderson over to Fooster. Cummins. And we have an offensive foul on Maya Anderson. That's her first. So it's another turnover for the Spartans. Their 7th of the game so far. Hutton over to Bays, guarded tightly by Cummins. Down low to Borcherding, and she finishes. So Borcherding has come in to this game, and she's really produced for the Broncos, who are up 17. Cummins in the corner. Maya Anderson will try a three. Off the left side, Dillard gets the rebound, then has the ball taken from her. And Borcherding is there to shovel it to Maldonado. Maldonado takes it to Bays. Pass inside. And there's a car wreck nearly in front of us into the San Jose State bench. And one of the Boise State players a little bit shaken up. That's Libby Hutton, who may have gotten hit in the face when all of the players were converging on the basketball. And Hutton just walking straight to the bench. Gordy Presnell now wants a foul call. Let's take a look. What happened exactly? And I think Hutton ran into the shoulder of her own teammate, Danny Bays. So Gordy Presnell, he wants a foul on that call, but it looked like it was Bays' right shoulder that hit her in the face. Just incidental contact there. So a good no call by the officials. And hopefully Libby Hutton is all right. We've already had a Spartan player injured in this game, Stella Scrow. And they are going to review the last play for a review, and there will not be a challenge.
The previous play is under review for a potential upgrade. In a potential unobserved act.
So we'll have a review on that call and the foul. We'll get the verdict when we return. 27-10, Boise State leads San Jose State. More coming up next on the Mountain West Network. So here is the play as we come back from break. That is under review. I believe to see if there was a foul on the play. And here's the ruling.
After review, there is no upgrade for the foul. It will be white ball on the sideline with 30 on the shot clock.
So, no change on the call, which was that there was no foul initially. And that's about what we expected. So the Spartans with the basketball. And now we have a foul on the next sequence. And that's on Kenna Garza. And Garza with the reach in on Dillard. That is the second on Garza, so she's now in foul trouble. So Garza will sit down. Spartans with the new 20. Maya Anderson at the free throw line. Attacks, forces up a shot, and it does not fall, but the Spartans get the turnover in the open court. Booster back to Katarina Anderson. A deep three attempted off the heel. And Boise State gets the board. Hansen ahead for the Broncos. Bounce pass inside to Bays. They look for Thompson inside. Thompson could not get the handle, but Boise State able to set things up. Maldonado now finds Thompson. Free throw line, Jay, yes. Tatum Thompson with 12 of Boise State's 29. And the Broncos are up 19. 6:40 left in the first half. Fooster to the right, and we've got a foul on Maya Hansen. I think they called Hansen for maybe grabbing the jersey of Fooster. Pasco checks back in for Boise State. She will replace Morgan Maldonado. Cummins, right wing to Fooster in between the rings. Back to Cummins, she'll launch and buries it from deep. Allie Cummins, her 2 field goals have both been from downtown. And now we have a travel on Boise State. So the Spartans get the ball right back. Down 16. There's Cummins on the right wing. He's looking for Maya Anderson. They keep moving the ball to the perimeter. Fooster hesitated there, had an open look. Instead, it's Maya Anderson on the turnaround 18-footer, and she cannot bury it. Hansen ahead, shovels it to Thompson. Thought about the 3, stops at the elbow. Posting up is Borcherding, and the ball stripped from her, and Dillard bowls over Borcherding, and we have a foul called, and it's on Dillard. Wow. That's her second. That's a big foul call. And Jonas Chatterton is out at the 3-point line practically, unhappy with the call. He's right, you see him right there. He's out at the 3-point line. He's right on the perimeter. Here's another look. Well, Dillard did grab the arm initially, but then after that, the contact was incidental. But I think because the whistle came late, that's where the anger came from. Pasco over to Bays. The 3 drilled. Boise State from the 3-point area, 67% on the game, 6 for 9, and they lead 32-13. Katarina Anderson, bounce pass to Maya Anderson. Puts up the shot, nearly gets it to go, and Maya Anderson will have 2 shots. There's a look at the 3-point shooting percentage for San Jose State, not bad. 30%, but really almost impossible to compete when your opposition is shooting nearly 70% from downtown. It's just an uphill battle. Josie Stedman has checked into the game for Boise State. Here's Maya Anderson at the line. First free throw, 2 rotations down and in. Maya Anderson today 1 for 7 from the field. Second free throw on its way, rattles home. She is 4 for 4 from the free throw line, though. Dillard checks out with 2 fouls. And Pato's back in for San Jose State. Pato's on the floor with Simons, Katarina Anderson, Maya Anderson, and Cummins. And there's a jumper up and in for Hansen. Boise State up by 19. 4.5 to play in the first half. And Boise State charged with the foul there. This has been a physical game. Danny Bays picks up the foul on Maya Anderson. Kind of a shoulder check. Actually, Maya Anderson was leaning in as Bays was going for the basketball, but they'll call that on the defender every time. So Maya Anderson back to the line for 2 more free throws. The first one bounces down and in. Maya Anderson has struggled from the field, as we mentioned, 1 for 7, so she's had to get most of her points from the charity stripe, and she has done just that. Second free throw on its way, and it goes down and in. So Anderson now with 8 points, 6 of those 8 from the free throw line. Bays to her left, stops on the baseline, finds Stedman down low, and she's called for the walk. San Jose State retakes possession, and Gordy Presnell was not happy with that traveling call. He thought that there should have been a foul there as well. This has been a very physical game in this first half. Simons to Pato. Inside to Maya Anderson. Double teamed, but she draws the foul. And she'll go back to the line. And that foul is on Hansen. That's her second. Check that. That's the first on Maya Hansen. So 2 more shots for Maya Anderson from the free throw line. The first one on its way. Yes. Maya Anderson, 7 for 7 from the charity stripe. And when you get into that restricted area, good things will happen for you. Get it down low and let the rest play out. Second free throw on its way. Got it. Anderson now has 10 points. And she has been perfect from the free throw line so far. Boise State back with the basketball. Bays trapped on the baseline. Finds Thompson open for the jumper. Won't go. And Pato gets the rejection on Stedman. And now we've got a held ball situation as Simons comes over and forces the held ball. San Jose State will take over possession. Well, the Spartans not quitting in this game. And this was after they started the contest down 14-0. Down 34-19 here. Here's Cummins, the mid-range. She's got it. Cummins now with 8. And the Broncos nearly give the ball away. Here's Pasco, a 3. Right wing, that's a brick. The rebound, though, to Maldonado. And a new 20 for Boise State. Thompson will try and steady. Nice no-look pass, and Pato rejects Bays. 3:06 to go here in the second. That lights up the crowd. Clean from Pato on defense. Pasco, 18-footer, got it. (36-21). So far, this game has been fairly lopsided in favor of Boise State. And we have an offensive foul. It's on Pato. And that's going to be Pato's second, so now she's in foul trouble. So for Pato, 2 fouls. She does stay out on the floor. And a triple buried by Stedman. Boise State, the lead back up to 18, 39-21. Stella Skro will check back into the game for San Jose State after she was shaken up earlier in this contest. So a good sign there. Here's Maya Anderson, deep 3, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Gabrielle Pato gets knocked to the floor, and I think she wanted a foul, did not get one called. Skro checks back in for San Jose State for Simons. The Spartans did not need any more injuries, so it's good that Skro is able to continue. Thompson on the left angle. Stedman launches. That is way off. And Maya Anderson gets the rebound. The shot hit backboard and nothing else. Katarina Anderson surveys. Cummins. Bounce pass inside. Maya Anderson on the take, out of bounds. Boise State basketball. The Broncos still shooting at a very good clip. Overall, 52% from the field as Emily Howard has checked into this game for Boise State. Howard, lots of length, 6'5", and she was inactive for a few of Boise State's games prior to this. Questionable coming into today. Goes to work against Pato, and Pato denies her. The second block for Gabriella. Cummins to Maya Anderson. Inside, here's Pato, one-on-one against Howard. Kicks it out, Scro, the triple. Off target. And Howard gets the rebound. 1 minute left in the first half. A physical and entertaining first half despite the score. Pasco stops, pops, short. Scro on the board. 40 seconds left. They will push. Cummins, transition three. Off the front. Frantic pace here. Maldonado stops. Thompson inside to Howard, who will post up Pato. Pato's been good defensively, but this time Howard gets to the cup. Under 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. And the shot clock has been turned off, so San Jose State will hold for the final opportunity. Maya Anderson off the dribble, gets it up and in as it spins off the rim. And the Spartans get the final bucket before we go to the half. So, after 20 minutes, it's been pretty much all Boise State, but the Spartans still showing some fight despite the score. 41-23, the Broncos lead the Spartans. Halftime is coming up next. Stay with us. More coming up on the Mountain West Network. (41-23), Boise State leads San Jose State here at the half. Daniel Brewer here with you live from San Jose, and we said at the start of this broadcast that this would be a tall order for San Jose State to win this game, and it was made even taller when the Spartans ended up with a 14-0 deficit that they had to overcome during the first part of the first quarter. San Jose State did respond, though, in the second quarter. They kept pace with Boise State in that second quarter. 18-17 was the score of just the second quarter. The Spartans with the 17 points. But those first 14 from Boise State in the first few moments of this game really hurt the Spartans, and they've been playing catch-up ever since. As we'll look at some of the highlights from the first half, San Jose State did have some good moments, but those came a little bit later in the game. As for Boise State, they came out firing on all cylinders. San Jose State, they did have key contributions offensively, mainly from Allie Cummins. Cummins has been the most consistent player for the Spartans on the floor. 3 for 4 shooting for her, but for Boise State, their star has really stepped up in Tatum Thompson. 12 points for Thompson on 5 of 8 shooting. She has been absolutely stellar in this game as the base player hits the groove. San Jose State hoping to hit their groove offensively. Maya Anderson has had a rough go from the field, but she's been able to get to the free throw line and has collected 12 points. And the Spartans have also had some great defense as well. Gabriella Pato with 2 blocks in the first half. She has been good defensively. As we take a look at the statistics from the first half, you see the shooting percentage The Broncos simply running away with it because of that shooting percentage. Shooting double what the Spartans are, 50% to 25%. Also from three, Boise State has been outstanding, 58% from beyond the arc, and a rebounding advantage for the Broncos as well. The Spartans did have 11 turnovers in the first half, but only 4 came in the second quarter, and the bench points, Boise State dominating in that statistical category. Individual totals, well, for San Jose State, you're going to see the only scorers for them in this game, all on that graphic. Only 3 scorers for the Spartans, Maya Anderson, along with Allie Cummins and Amelie Siderud. For Boise State, Tatum Thompson has led the way with the 12 points. That's our score at the half, 41-23. Boise State leads San Jose State. We'll take a quick break and return with the third quarter after this. San Jose just about set for the third quarter. Boise State will have possession to start the second half. San Jose State down 18. Important for them to have a dominant quarter to get back in this game. Easier said than done. Here's Thompson, free throw line jumper, and that's off the mark. Off the lip of the rim. Dillard on the rebound. San Jose State back up to the front court. So the Spartans get the first stop. Now here's Cummins in between the rings. To her left. Shoots the jumper. That's off the right side. And the rebound to Hutton. And the Broncos. Here's Thompson running the floor. Leaves it to the left side to Bays. Back to Thompson. Hanson launches the 3. In and out. Dillard, another rebound. And for Dillard, that's her 6th board of this game. Katarina Anderson will set things up. Finds Maya. She'll launch the 3. Bottom. San Jose State within 15, 41-26. Thompson has the ball taken from her by Dillard. Malia Dillard has been outstanding these past few games defensively. On this homestand, there has not been a better defensive player in this arena. Inside. Maya Anderson posting up. Flips the shot up, and it is off the mark. Hanson leaves it for Thompson. The jumper is there. Tatum Thompson has 14. And Boise State is up 17. 43-26. And right now, for this game, as the shot is off the mark for the Spartans. Pasco over to the right free throw line extended. Finds Hutton. Mid-range by Bays. Swished home. But right now in this game, Boise State, they have 17 points off of San Jose State turnovers. The Spartans only 2 points off Boise State turnovers as Maya Anderson is blocked by Hutton. But that's nearly the difference in the game. Those points off the turnovers. And now we have a delay. And Gordy Presnell removes the net from the hoop. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Wow. So that was the initial delay. The shot clock was turned off as well. Cummins can't finish. Here comes Hanson to Pasco, the 3, air ball. But Bays is there on the loose ball. Hanson to Thompson. Turnaround jumper. She's got it. Tough shot from Thompson there. That was probably her toughest of the afternoon. She's got 16. The lead now back up to 21 for Boise State. And this is their largest lead of the game. Scrow to her right. Maya Anderson, the three, buried. And Maya Anderson now with 18. Bays, baseline left J, and she drills it. So the Spartans are getting good looks, but the problem is that Boise State has an answer for every single one, and they're still up 20. Katarina Anderson penetrates, blocked by Bays. Hansen in the open floor. Pasco to the right. Finds Hutton, back to Pasco. And she drills the bucket. (51-29). Boise State now with a 22-point lead. Cummins on the right, wants a pick from somebody, does not get one. Anderson back to Cummins. There's the three put up off the right side of the rim. And Bays secures the rebound. Hansen stops, finds the trailing Hutton, who will hold for Pasco. Pasco, little bounce pass to Hutton, who loses the basketball. Dillard tries to save it, slides into the Boise State bench. Out of bounds, off San Jose State. Mecca Alexander will check in for Stella Scrow. Here's another look at the hustle from Dillard. Unable to get there. Literally goes to the feet of the Boise State players on the bench. Now, we mentioned the hustle of Dillard and her stellar defensive play. And she's got another rebound here on the miss from Hutton. Dillard has had a very good homestand for San Jose State. Maya Anderson will launch another three, air ball. Thompson will try a three and laces it home. Tatum Thompson now has 19. And Boise State is up 25. 4.5 to play in the third. Alexander, her first touch of the game. To Katarina Anderson. Maya Anderson tries to take the defender off the dribble, and on the bounce pass, it's a kicked ball. San Jose State will have a new 20 when we return. 4:16 left here in the third quarter. San Jose State, a lot of work to do. More coming up next on the Mountain West Network. The 2026 Mountain West Basketball Tournament tips off this March in Las Vegas. The Spartan Ticket Office has a limited number of premium and lower level sideline all-session tickets. Sit with the Spartans by reserving your seats for all of the men's and women's games at the Thomas & Mack Center by calling the Spartan Ticket Office at 408-924-SJTX or visiting sjsuspartans.com or the official San Jose State Athletics app. That's 408-924-7589 or at sjsuspartans.com or the official San Jose State Athletics app. Don't miss the 2026 Mountain West Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 14th in Las Vegas. And you can also scan that QR code on your screen. Always a good time in Las Vegas. And the Spartans will be there. Here's Cummins out of the break and has the ball stolen from her by Thompson, who then throws the ball away, and the Spartans get it right back. And a new 20. Spartans down 25 here in the third. Dillard in between the rings. Here's Maya Anderson, 2 on the shot clock, launches a 3, off back iron. And Pasco gets the rebound. Posting up is Garza, and loses the basketball. Cummins to Alexander on the left side. Maya Anderson blocked, it's out of bounds. Off Danny Bays. Pato and Fooster will check back in for San Jose State. Dillard comes out, and Cummins also exits. Katarina Anderson finds Maya. Maya Anderson, middle of the lane, bounce pass to Fooster. 18-footer, in and out. A good look for the freshman, just did not fall. 3 minutes left here in the third. Hansen underneath the Thompson. Pasco, left-handed dribble, left mid-post jumper is short. And it stays with Boise State. Morgan Maldonado, the freshman, will check in for Maya Hansen. Bounce pass to Pasco, who's fouled. Siderud and Simons check in for San Jose State. Alexander and Maya Anderson will both check out. That last foul was on Fooster. Here's another look, and Fooster got the arm. The first free throw is pure from Pasco. Here's the second free throw on its way, in and out. 26-point advantage for Boise State. 2:45 left in the third. Fooster finds Gabby. Simons dribbling over to her left. Floats it up and in. Simons on the teardrop there, and it's 55-31. Bays penetrates, unable to get it to fall. Pato on the rebound. There's Siderud. Looking. I think they're looking for Gabriela Pato to post up, but just having trouble getting positioning down low against Garza. Simons tries a three and is blocked, and then commits the foul on Maldonado. That's the first on Simons. Bays checks out. Maya Hansen in for her. Here's Maldonado left open. Pato had to come out to defend and does, and then Tatum Thompson gets the rebound and is fouled. And it's on Siderud. That's the first foul on Siderud. So Thompson will go to the line for 2 shots. She makes the first and now has 20 on the game. Second free throw on its way. And you can count it. 21 for Thompson. And Boise State up by 26, 57-31. And we have a foul away from the ball. It's on Kenna Garza. That's a third on Garza. Very physical down low with Gabriela Pato. Here's Siderud, launches a deep three, and it falls. Siderud with her second three of the game. And the Spartans within 23, 57-34. Thompson, elbow jumper. And it's golden. Tatum Thompson now with 23. She's 5 points away from her career high. 59-34. Boise State with the big advantage. Simons finds Siderud out near the logo. Bounce pass forced inside to Pato, and it's swatted away by Garza. Another turnover for San Jose State. Garza will shoot the three. Won't get it. Shot clock's been turned off. And the Spartans get it across midcourt. 20 seconds left. San Jose State will set it up in the half court. Pato on the pick. Anderson around it and cannot get the roll, but Pato's there to follow up. Second chance won't go. Third chance won't go. The ball is out of bounds, but we do have a foul called on Boise State. It's on Pasco with 1.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's another look. And the Spartans may have been fortunate to get that foul call. And we have a 5-second violation on Katarina Anderson. The Spartans were unable to get the ball in. So Boise State will inbound and likely heave it here at the horn. Maldonado's shot well short. And that ends the third quarter. Boise State increases their lead. It's now 25 as they lead San Jose State 59-34. We'll have the fourth quarter coming up next on the Mountain West Network. (59-34), Boise State leads San Jose State. The Broncos have led the entire way in this one. As we start the fourth quarter, and for Boise State, a few milestones that they can hit if they hold on to this lead. A win would give them 22 overall on the season. It would be the first time the Broncos had won 22 games in a season since 2019-2020. And it would also give the Broncos their 6th road win. They would move to above 500 on the road this season, and that would be the first time that the Broncos would have at least 6 road wins since the 2019-2020 season. The Spartans will need a Herculean effort to come back in this one, and they'll need to get started in rapid fashion. An entry pass inside to Maya Anderson, and a foul is called. Jonas Chatterton out near the three-point line again. It has been a frustrating afternoon for the Spartans and their head coach. Katarina Anderson. Callie Cummins wide open for three. And she buries it. 59-37. And we have a kicked ball on Katarina Anderson. Maya Hansen will throw it in. Thompson. The pass inside to Burcherding. but a foul called on Dillard. That's a third on Dillard. 9:20 left here in the fourth. And Borcherding will go to the line. She's a good free throw shooter, 78% on the season. But the first one here left short. And I think Borcherding just rushed that shot. Very quick to the line. Shoots the second and buries that one. And it's 60-37. Boise State still up by a sizable amount. Cummins goes around to pick from Dillard and loses the basketball. Hansen ahead. Pasco finds Thompson for an alley-oop. A nice delivery, and Thompson able to finish. She's got 25 points now. And that's a difference in this ball game. Cummins, the three. Off the right side of the iron. Pasco again. And tied up, held ball situation as Simons is able to force the held ball. It stays with Boise State, but a nice defensive play there by Simons. Skro comes in. And Simons will check out. Hansen with the bounce pass to Pasco. Pasco just walks into the lane and scores off the left side of the window and in. That was too easy. 64-37. Boise State still up. Cummins finds Skro and then backs it out. Inside to Anderson. Skro launches the three. And the triple is there. The Spartans nearly get the turnover. Maldonado finds Thompson. Pass deflected, but over to Pasco. And Thompson looks like she's limping a little bit after that last play. Now she has the basketball. Let's see how she moves with it. She immediately takes it away, and it does look like Thompson is not running at 100% here. Maya Anderson almost had the ball stripped from her by Thompson. Cummins gets the triple from the corner. Allie Cummins today, 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. And the Broncos are going to call timeout. And I think Gordy Presnell saw that his star was not moving at 100% normal, and he decides to stop play. So that will take us to a media break. 7:04 here left in regulation. Boise State up 64-43. Here on the Mountain West Network, we go to the break with Allie Cummins burying the three. A look at the Spartans' remaining schedule. They'll have 2 road games at Nevada and at Grand Canyon, both tough places to play on the road. And then they wrap up their regular season here at home against Colorado State on March 3rd. Then it's on to the Mountain West Tournament in Las Vegas. The Spartans will play March 7th, but beyond that, they will have to win to continue on in that tournament. You can get tickets for the Mountain West Championship Tournament at the link below you see on your screen. So for the Spartans, just one more here at home as we are back to live action. Maldonado gives over to Maya Hansen. We come back to this game after Boise State called the timeout. Tatum Thompson came up limping a little bit. and has been taken out of this game. A Mountain West preseason player of the year. So if you're a Boise State fan, you certainly hope that she's all right, as the ball is out of bounds. And it stays with the Broncos, a new 20 for Boise State. Hansen to Bays. Inside, Howard is fouled. And I think they may have gotten Dillard for the foul. No, it was on Skro instead. That's the first foul on Stella. So a new 20 again for Boise State. And now we have an offensive foul on Boise State. And it's on Emily Howard. That's the first on Howard. Just under 6.5 minutes to play in regulation, with Boise State up 64-43. Skro to the left side. Bounce pass at the elbow. Dillard, a nice pass, but Maya Anderson unable to handle it. Hansen inside. Howard. And a foul is called on Dillard. So that's a fourth on Dillard, and she'll have to exit this game most likely. Here's another look, and Dillard did just get part of the wrist. So Pato will check in for her. 5:56 to go. And the Spartans steal the inbound. And then the ball is thrown away right to Libby Hutton, and Boise State will come back the other way with it. Here's Maldonado. Bays from 15. And it's another bucket for Boise State. Well, the Spartans just really have not been able to get much going offensively. Cummins holding. Anderson lets it fly. And that's off iron. Maldonado leaves it for the trailing Hansen. And that three missed the mark. Hutton got the rebound though, so Boise State with a new 20. And unable to convert on the layup is Bays. Cummins stops and then turns the ball over. Bays ahead. Hutton's blocked by Katarina Anderson. And this is starting to resemble a pickup game. Now there's a post up by Pato, spinning, finds Skro, launches the three. And that's flat. 66-43 is the score. 4:05 to go here in the fourth. Maldonado to the left. Finds Howard, who then finds Hansen. And that time, the three ball is there. 69-43, Boise State up. Three and a half left in this one. And if you're the Spartans right now, as Maya Anderson is fouled by Howard. If you're the Spartans right now, you just want to string together some good offensive possessions and then also avoid injury. And you wonder if Maya Anderson will stay in this game after that foul. So 3:30 to go here in the fourth, And that will take us to another break. 69-43, Boise State leads San Jose State. More coming up next on the Mountain West Network. Well, the hoop has had kind of a lid on it for San Jose State in this game. 3:30 to go in the fourth quarter. The Spartans only with the 43 points. Boise State has led wire to wire in this one. 69-43 is the score, and the Broncos appear to be on their way to their 22nd win of the season and their 13th in conference play. It would also be the third straight win for the Broncos in a game that really has been dominated by them since the opening tip. San Jose State did win the opening tip, but after that, it was all Boise State. The Broncos, a 14-0 run to start. Maya Anderson to the line, and she makes the first free throw. Maya Anderson has been very good from the free throw line. Nearly half of her points coming from the charity stripe today. And now it is half of her points coming from the charity stripe. 20 points for Anderson. And she is 10 of 10 from the free throw line. But it has not been enough for San Jose State today. Boise State has brought in Izzy Harms, the freshman, and she'll shoot the three, and that is way off. An air ball out of bounds. Or rather, before it goes out of bounds, it's saved, but to Sitterud. The Spartans back the other way, and Maya Anderson cannot finish the layup. So we'll reset who's on the floor for Boise State. They have Emily Howard out there with Harms, Jada Lewis, another freshman who gets into the game. Josie Stedman is also out there with Kira Thompson, another freshman. And Boise State gets the bucket, up 71-45. 2.5 minutes left. And again, if you're San Jose State, you just want to build for the next game, get some solid possessions. Nice pass from Sitterud to Anderson, but she can't finish. You just want to build for the next game, avoid injury, stay healthy. And Howard can't get 2 consecutive shots to go, but San Jose State can't get the defensive rebound. So Mecca Alexander and Gabriela Pato will check in. Cummins checks out. And Maya Anderson will also check out. So Maya Anderson, her afternoon is likely done. 20 points for Anderson in this game. There's a three. Too strong from Stedman. Boise State, right now in the conference standings, they're 3 games back of San Diego State for the #1 seed in the Mountain West Conference tournament. But well within the top 5 to get the first round bye. And if Boise State can take care of business the rest of the way, they will be in that top 5 in Las Vegas. Turnaround jumper put up by Howard, and it's off the heel of the rim. And for the Broncos, after this game against San Jose State, they have a big one at home as Sitterud takes a deep three, and that's short. They'll have a big one at home against first place San Diego State in Boise. And after that, Utah State at home. And then they close out the season at UNLV. 40 seconds left. Fuster is fouled. But if you're Boise State, if you can win those 2 home games, you're looking at a 15-win season. before you get to Vegas to play UNLV on the road. And then for the Broncos, they play UNLV on March 4th, so it'll be interesting if the Broncos decide to go back to Boise and then come back to Vegas for the tournament. Because if the Broncos keep a top 5 spot, Simons buries the first free throw. If the Broncos keep a top 5 spot, they will not play their first game in the tournament until March 8th, as the second free throw from Simons is off the rim. And the Broncos would switch venues. They would play UNLV in the final regular season game for them at Cox Pavilion in Vegas. And then they would transition over to the Thomas and Mack Center for the tournament, as Jada Lewis loses the handle. 14.6 seconds to go in this game. The shot clock's been turned off. And the Spartans, once they get it past midcourt, they can throw up another shot or just dribble it out. And Mecca Alexander inside to Pato, and Pato is fouled. So 6.1 left in the fourth. Pato will go to the line, but the result pretty much certain by this point. Pato, a good free throw shooter, 78% on the season. And the first one is golden. Gabriela Pato, a freshman, young player, but has steadily improved all year. Second free throw on its way, and it's a bucket. 71-48. Boise State can just hold on to this basketball, and time expires. So the Broncos come into San Jose, and they win with a wire-to-wire performance. 71-48. The Boise State Broncos defeat the San Jose State Spartans in a game in which the Broncos, they got out to a 14-0 lead in the first quarter, and they never looked back. So for San Jose State, it's awfully tough to beat a team the caliber of Boise State when you have such a big deficit early, but that's what happened to the Spartans, and they were really never able to recover from that. As Boise State, they get the victory, and now the Broncos will go home to Idaho, and they will await San Diego State, the lone team in front of them in the conference standings. Right now, Boise State 13-4 in Mountain West Conference play, and 22-6 overall. As for San Jose State, they fall to 4-24 overall, and they are now 2-15 in Mountain West Conference play. As we'll be joined by Jonas Chatterton, the head coach for the San Jose State Spartans. And Coach, this was a very tough one. The Spartans fell into a hole early. Can you describe the importance of that first quarter and that deficit?
Well, you know, that's the thing, is I think we came out and, you know, we got to get through this. They're a really good team, and we kind of went to fill them out. And, you know, we've absolutely changed our mantra into the sense of, like, we've got to be the physical team. And from that moment on, I felt like our team was the physical team. And I think that, you know, from the first quarter on, really it was like the first 5 minutes of the game right there. We just didn't come out, you know, to match our intensity. But after that, I thought, I'm really proud of our effort, you know, especially with Amir going down. We're going to have a hard time searching for scoring. But from a defensive effort and the way we battled tonight, I couldn't be prouder.
And you see the second quarter, you came back and were almost even with Boise State.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, you outscored the Broncos. So what does that say about the character of the team in that you don't get down on yourselves when you have that 14-0 start where that's the deficit?
Well, and, that's this group. They've battled every day, for as much as like we've talked about, our record isn't reflected. We've continued to get better. We're executing better. We're playing with much better effort. We just got to find scoring. And that, we rely so heavily on Maya and Allie, and they've got to show up every night. We got to get production from somewhere else, and that's really what our downfall is, especially against these good teams.
Well, one last thing I want to touch on. Maya Anderson, she struggled from the field, 4 of 19, but got to the line and was perfect from there. Is that a facet of her game that you'd like to see more of?
Well, I've talked to Maya a lot, and this is a development, and I've told as Maya continues to go and becomes an all-conference player, you have to score in different ways. You can't be a jump shooter and rely on it. You have to get to the free throw line. You've got to be getting the post. She's getting in the post way more now, getting to the free throw line, because that's what good scorers do. You're some nights your shots aren't going to go in, and and she's going to get everyone's scouting report, but she's got to find different ways to get herself going, and she's done that, and that's why she's had a heck of a year.
All right, well, head coach Jonas Chatterton, we thank you for the time.
Appreciate
Best of luck on the road.
Go Spartans.
That was Jonas Chatterton with San Jose State. The Spartans, they fall in this game by a score of 71-48. It was a rough go for the Spartans offensively, as you'll see on the statistics right now. The individual statistics, Maya Anderson, 20 points. 10 of those, though, came from the free throw line. She also had 5 rebounds. Allie Cummins was the most efficient offensive player for the Spartans, 14 points on 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. And then Amelie Siderud, she did add 6 on 2 3-point buckets. As for Boise State, Tatum Thompson had 25 points and 7 rebounds. She was likely going to be on her way to a new career high, but then left the game a little bit hobbled. So those were the individual numbers. For overall numbers, Boise State just shot the ball better than the Spartans, and that was really the big difference in the game. They also had a huge rebounding advantage, plus 14 on that, and the Spartans, they really could not hold on to the basketball, 14 turnovers, and the Broncos also dominated the points in the paint. So just an all-around dominating performance from Boise State in this one, and the Broncos get the victory. And that will do it for us and our broadcast here from the Provident Credit Union Event Center. Boise State, they improved to 22-6 overall on the season. They are now 13-4 in Mountain West Conference play. The Spartans fall to 4-24 overall. They're now 2-15 in Mountain West Conference play. For our entire crew, our director, Matt Taylor, our replay operator, Nick Kiner, our graphics operator, Natalie Spisak, and our cameras, Quentin Hahn, Christian Lopez, and Doug Smith. I'm Daniel Barrera saying so long from San Jose, where once again, the final, Boise State 71, San Jose State 48. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody.